Are you looking to grow your business? Because if you're looking to grow your business, there's no better place to do it than SBA. So my name is Mehdi Abdullah. I've been in the industry 9 years. It's my ninth tax season. Started at the very bottom. I started just doing tax referrals for a small tax company. Literally just sending people their way. I worked at a gym, and a guy just came up to me and was just like, "Hey, could you give me some clients?" So I pretty much was just sending him people, getting $50 for each person. So I started real small, and eventually, wanted to learn how to do the business. Actually learn how to do taxes. So make a long story short, learned how to do taxes in the next couple of years after that. Started my own business in 2017, Profusion Taxes. I started that in 2017. And I had got bought software outside of Ball Deep, bought software through Crosslink, did them for a year. And then I switched over to Accelerator, where I thought it was a service guru, where he gave me software for free, quote unquote. And then he gave me the opportunity to send more people to him and get people underneath me. But I never really had the freedom to actually start offices and get offices under the software and things like that. So that kind of leads me up to this point now where I'm with Ball Deep. I've been working with Ball Deep for about 3-4 years now. We started with ESM. Now we've expanded and doing more than just marketing. We're also doing more software. He actually made me a service bureau, a real one now. So I'm excited about that. And
so what was your first initial thoughts about the program?
No, it was the perfect program. It was exactly what I needed, and it's exactly what I think a lot of people need. It's just there's not nobody out there who can help you really grow that side of the business. Everybody's so standoffish, and they don't want to talk about it. Everything's a secret. And that's the perfect program. This is probably the first company or first people I've run across to really break it down and explain to you and be transparent, let you know it's a whole nother revenue stream here, another business. And, this kind of opened it up to me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people, all your clients that you have underneath you, to this side of the business. So, it's just opened up a brand new door for me, another stream of income, which I technically had, but it was very limited. When I was working underneath the other guy, it was very limited. So like Ball Deep said, I was reselling somebody else's software. Now I have the opportunity to sell my own and restructure my own fees the way I want it. I don't have to call nobody and be like, "Hey, what is this? What is that? Can you change this? Can you change that? Hey, I have somebody who wants to sign up. I have to call somebody." No, gave me the freedom to do it myself. And I definitely think it's needed in this industry for sure.
Well, share a little bit about, what you did to put your stuff together.
Yeah, so, everybody can have their own packages, of course, but it's definitely the value that you provide to somebody is the reason why somebody's going to want to work with you. And just being accessible, it sounds easy, but just being available to them is really the biggest thing. A lot of people need you to hold their hand through the whole process. They may ask a lot of questions, they may call you initially, but once they get it, they're good and they'll love you for it. And depending on whatever package you put together, there's so many different ways you can structure it, whether you want to have software included, whether you want to have marketing strategies, teaming up with ESM to get them leads and running campaigns, running ads. And there's additional things like with me, I do a lot of reconstructing as far as helping them get office space. I do that. But of course, that's up to you and your financial situation. But having those abilities and offering them pretty much the whole plate, the whole table, giving them access to everything, being transparent, being honest, and just helping them, just being available is really all that you need to do to have a good plan for people that want to work with you.
Yeah, you do something very interesting where if somebody shows the potential or wants to go that route, you actually finance them getting set up in an office and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, fortunately, you're able to do that. Not everyone can do that, but
right. But I mean, because a lot of people, that's the thing that's holding them back. It's just having the space. They're working from home, and they know if they had a small suite or something, they can do it so much better. So just provided them that opportunity. Whether that's working inside one of my offices or going outside and getting an actual office for them, if that can help both of us get to where we want to get to, that's part of the package as well. But of course, you have to qualify for that. Not to do it for anybody.
You got to qualify for that, and you got to show and prove before you can get that, right?
Absolutely. But service bureau marketing you're talking about? Yeah,
like growing your
yeah. So they can potentially run ads for your service bureau through Facebook, and that can get you potential clients as well. That's really helped me a lot. Running across to a lot of people who are just starting to do taxes, or they already work for somebody but only getting paid a percentage. You run across all types of people, but you just have to cater to that particular person, depending on, of course, your expertise, how long you've been in the industry. Because the more experienced you are, the more willing you're able to help other people. You know what I'm saying? Because you're able to help anybody across the board, whether they're a brand new tax preparer or whether they've been in the game for 5 years and just looking to grow. So if you've been in the industry a long time and you know the kind of ins and outs, you kind of can cater to each person and their niche and where they're at, and help them get to where they want to get to. So there may be some new tax preparers who just don't know anything about taxes. They just want to get started. I just want to learn. You can have a package for them to do basic tax training, how to learn how to do taxes. And then along with it, package off the software with it. Have some marketing strategies that Service Bureau Accelerator has. Very basic marketing strategies that they have. They pretty much have the whole package for whatever kind of clientele that you have, whether it's somebody brand new or whether it's somebody experienced. I think it's good for anybody.
But did you find it relatively simple, or was it challenging to, kind of put your packages or programs in place? Because I know you had ideas and you were kind of all over the place. Like, how is that for you?
Yeah. I mean, it's a process. You gotta put some effort and time. You can't be lazy about it, because y'all really have a great program to really help and dig deep and really think about what you want to do and what you want to package onto every little package that you have, whether it's a beginner and then you have a medium package, you got the bigger package. So I mean, it's just the way that you package it all up is going to be the easiest for you.
You're showing good revenues. You crossed the 6-figure mark in fees already, and there's still half the season left. And this is on top of whatever you do on prep, right? Because you still have offices.
Right.
What are some of the things that you've learned over the past 2 years that you're looking at? You're like, hey, I could do this better. And what are you most excited about going into the next season?
Yeah, definitely. It's always room for improvement. Every year I find things where I can be better at, whether it's just organization under the people who are coming beneath me. Because, as you start to grow, you start to bring on preparers who are already on their own. They're already doing taxes. They know how to do taxes. They're just working under your software. So being able to cater to those people and help them get to the point where I am, being able to explain to them, this kind of goes back and answers one of the other questions anyway, kind of being able to explain to them how to build their own brand through SBA, and just being open-minded and transparent and giving them the opportunities that I was presented by you. And not being so standoffish and be like, oh, hey, no, there's a limit. You can only make your prep fees, but also introducing them to the other side. Well, hey, you can charge a service bureau fee. This can be yours. This transmission fee can be yours. All this can be yours, once you're ready to make that leap. So it's a whole process, and just being able to present that to all the people that you're bringing on and everything like that.
And a lot of people overlook that because, like you said, a lot of times you said it earlier, people like standoffish. They don't want to share.
Right.
They want to keep people under them. And, I think one of the reasons why you're successful is you're very transparent with your people and helping them provide a path, right? Nobody wants to have that ceiling. Like right. They don't want to think, hey, I can never make more money than Mehdi. Right. Like if you really want to grow your business, you have to be able to show them how they can make more money than you.
And I tell them, I was like, you can beat me. You can, nothing that I'm doing is anything special. I just put in the work. I put in years and experience, and I just put in the work to be here. Yeah, I'm like, y'all can beat me too. I'm not doing anything special. I just worked hard, and y'all can do the same thing. And I tell them that, especially the people who are kind of like itching and scratching, and they're asking me questions. They're just like, they're wondering like, how am I doing what I'm doing? I'm just like, I can tell you. All you have to do is talk to me, ask me the question. I'll tell you. I'm not hiding anything, and they know that. I pretty much tell them up front nowadays. I'm like, hey, there's gonna be a point where you can brand your own software with your own brand, and you can do what I'm doing. You can sell software to other tax preparers in your area or wherever you are, and build them up to be the next you. So I mean, you can keep this flow going, and we can all be successful.
Anything you want to say if somebody's like, hey, I'm looking at joining Service Bureau Accelerator, I'm not really sure, what would you say to them?
Well, I'll ask them, like, what's your current situation? Are you looking to grow your business? Because if you're looking to grow your business, there's no better place to do it than the SBA. They're going to give you all the training, all the tools that you need to be successful in this industry. And there's no other place, literally, like seriously, that you can go to do this. Like, you may be able to find somebody to halfway give you that, but they're never going to open the whole door for you. They may give you a partial window, and you may feel like you're somewhere where you need to be, but then later on you may realize I'm not where I should be. There is a cap. I always have to call somebody. Why do I always call somebody? So I mean, if you always have to call somebody, then then there's another door to lead to bigger things, and this is the place to do it. But sometimes some people don't realize that off the bat. They may have to go and experience something else to realize how good this is. But if I'm telling somebody up front, I'm telling them there's no better place, because I've experienced it already. So I've experienced pretty much every other situation. I've experienced being a service bureau, a halfway service bureau, you can say. I've experienced being a tax preparer, working for another company. I've done it all. So I've been in this industry almost a decade, and there's nobody else who does this. And I just know that this is going to be a really, really big program. It's already big, but it's going to be even bigger as the years go on in the future, because there's just nobody else doing what y'all are doing.